Hey guys, this is JonTaun from Total Brohammer, and today I'm coming at you with a 2v2. So, I will be playing the Vampires, and our good friend Dahv plays will be playing the High Elves. Today we'll be facing off against the Wood Elves, led by the mighty BlackIron, and the Dark Elves, headed up by Profpwn. So, let's go over some army compositions here. So mine and Dahv's strategy here is I have two Blood Knights in the forest over here along with Manfred von Karstein for a lot of magic. I also have a Blood Knight on the right flank along with a Necromancer for more zombies and healing. I got Invocation of Nehek and Zombie Summons on both. And they are just going to be providing me with a ton of magic in zombies and healings. For my front line, I decided to go very defensive and kind of keep Dahv safe here. As you can see, he's gone mostly cav and ranged units. I have 4 Graveguard, including the Stearnsman, 5 zombies, including the Tithe. For Dahv over here, he's got 4 Lothan Seaguard, the Fireborn Dragon Princes, Alariel the Ever-Radiant, or just Alariel the Radiant. Up here in the sky, he's got 4 Illyrian Reaver Archers, one being the Regiment Renowned Heralds of the Wind. So, we've also got 3 Bolt Throwers to make the opponent come to us. Over here, we on the side of BlackIron and Profpwn, we have a front line of 4 Eternal Guard with shields, including the Winterheart Guard. We got a secondary line of 4 Witch Elves, including the Sisters of Singing Doom. We've got Orion here. Looks like 2 War Dancers on either flank. He's got 2 Shades with dual weapons in the back here, protected by the Loex Tristers, Wardens of Sithril, and War Dancer with the Ashray Spear. These 2 guys are hidden, by the way. As you can see, the battle has begun here. They also have 2 Gladeguard with Starfire Shafts being protected by a Dread Spear. And we'll go ahead and pause it here. And a Spellslinger Life with Dwellers Below and Earthblood. As for the Dark Elf leadership, they have a Dragon as well as Malekith and some Harpies. It looks like Malekith is getting a Tempest right now, which is pretty great for us, and the skirmish phase has begun, and we are doing really good on that. So these guys have showed up, and they're going to put some good fire into Dahv's Illyrian Reaver Archers. I'm just moving up my Blood Knights to provide a little bit of support here in case he decides to charge out with anything. Thankfully for us, they have completely forgone cavalry. I do have my Blood Knights and Manfred von Karstein just positioning in the forest here, because I'm expecting something to come through this forest here, but we'll see if that ever comes here. Tempest slowed down Malekith for a while, and as you see, the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers are getting some good damage on him. Dahv is just kiting his opponent back, just getting some shots on. Unfortunately, they're going into the Eternal Guards with shields instead of the War Dancers. I'm going to see the opportunity for a charge into these War Dancers in a moment here, and I'm going to keep my Blood Knights in the forest until we need them, because I'm still expecting something to come through that forest here. So right here, we got a nice cycle charge coming in here. These Blood Knights are just going to take it to these Wood Elves here. So I'm ready to see this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we're going to send the Wood Elves flying here as the Illyrian Reavers do retreat behind us. And these War Dancers have been absolutely decimated. Over here, Malekith is being slowly whittled down by all the archer fire and whatnot. As you can see, my zombies are getting into combat and they are holding up the enemy quite well. These Illyrian Reaver archers are just now behind, shooting into Witch Elves and War Dancers, so it's looking pretty good for us so far. I'm going to come in for another cycle charge on these unbraced Eternal Guard. As you can see, it did quite a lot of damage, and then we're just going to pull straight out of there. Got another Tempest on Malekith here. He's dropping a Gaze of Malice, and he will be gone soon, most hopefully. At this point, I'm realizing that they probably don't have anything in the forest, so I'm going to be sending my Blood Knights out here. Over on this flank, I'm still just cycle charging with some Blood Knights, and I have sent all my Graveguard to help out the zombies. And one thing you always want to do when you have zombies, don't let the zombies fight alone. Send Graveguard in. Now they are fighting alone here, just because there's no Graveguard around. But send the Graveguard in, because it will make the zombies last much longer, and they'll tank a lot more damage. Alright. So, as you can see, Dahv over here is just shooting into the Sisters of Singing Doom. We finally got Malekith running out the field here. We are pushing here triumphantly with our Blood Knights as well as our Illyrian Reaver Archers and the Fireborn. Here comes my 2 Blood Knights out of the rear here. Looks like my Graveguard had no problems with taking out the War Dancers. I'm going to reposition them to get a rear charge here pretty soon. Dahv is over here hitting the hitting all the archers, but he did not see these Wardens of Sithril. Also, a Dolores Below is going down, slowing all these guys down. He's going to retreat. As you can see, we're going for those shades over here. Those guys will be absolutely wrecked. We get a nice rear charge into the back of these Witch Elves and Eternal Guard Shields, hoping to... I actually didn't see those Witch Elves there, hoping to break all these guys, but unfortunately we didn't. We did do some good damage, though. Over here, we got Manfred von Karstein and the Blood Knights, just getting some charges. We're going to try to avoid where the Witch Elves are, but they're pretty much everywhere, so it's going to be difficult here. So we're going to come over here to the Shades. We have just absolutely destroyed their black line here, and all the cyclocharging is not going to help out with the Wardens of Sithril now, especially since we've summoned some zombies on them. Zombie summons are so powerful. Vampires are a very powerful faction. As you can see, the Dragon got back here and took care of a group of Lothan Seaguard, but the other 3 groups of Lothan Seaguard were able to take care of him. Now we got the Loix Tricksters in the back line here, and they're starting to break through here. The Tithes have just disintegrated, so now there's a big hole in our line. But we have the back line so in our favor that I'm not sure there's going to be too much. Now, these are Wardens of Sithril, but I'm gathering all my Blood Knights out here for a good Earthblood. Then we are going to get out of here. He is going to get a nice Soul Stealer over here, which is going to give Malekith a lot of health, most likely. But he does shatter at that point. And it looks like the Soul Stealer still goes off, though. Alright, so we're going to be jumping out of there. We've lost the front line. That's to be expected, but we've taken out all the support, and we've been left with the we've been left with the mobility, and we all know what happens when it comes down to mobility versus infantry. Mobility nearly always wins. The cyclocharging is just too powerful. So we're going to come over here, try to finish off these Winterhard Guard with a nice charge. Ooh, going all the way through there. That was pretty dank. And we're going to come over here and try to crumple these Witch Elves. Now the Witch Elves may rampage my Blood Knights, but the Blood Knights have a ton of armor. They have anti-infantry. Since there's no spears around, I'm not too worried about it. Back here, they've absolutely compromised all our range power here, but that's okay. Like I said, we have the mobility, so the battle's already won, well, pretty much. He is going to drop a nice big fat heal over here. Let's see, does my guy get... My vampires do not get healed by this. Oh wait, yes they do. These guys were... Yep. Star of Avalorn works on vampires. Cool, cool. Good to know, good to know. So as you can see, I have a ton of magic at this point between Manfred von Karstein and the Necromancer. I'm going to be using this combo a lot more because there was so much magic. I was able to summon so many zombies and get so many heals off. It was crazy. Just the tankiness of all my Blood Knights. But right now we have a big ass group of Eternal Guards. We get Manfred in here, and we're actually going to summon zombies behind my opponent here. And now there's no place for them to run. Since they're caught up on infantry, I'm just going to go ahead and pull out all my Blood Knights and do some cycle charging. I have the Necromancer and Manfred von Karstein going after Orion. Now there's nowhere to run for the feeble elves. The feeble, I guess we represent all the elven factions in this one, and for some reason vampires. But I rarely go vampires, and I enjoyed it. Gotta say I enjoyed it. I kind of looking forward to Vampire Week. They're a very strong faction. They're not the most difficult faction to play, but they can definitely... Horde sniping can definitely make them weak. But yeah, we have taken care of this battle here. So we'll go ahead and speed it up. They are going to concede defeat as Orion fights it out there. And that's just a whole lot of Blood Knights. We got another Invocation of Nehek going down here. These Blood Knights have actually reached their... Man, he just got a lot of kills from that. How many kills did he just get? 368 kills. Jeez. Alright, well let's look at that in-battle breakdown here. So, all my zombies got absolutely wrecked. The Graveguard did very well. The Blood Knights did very well. Orion over here being an absolute beast. Besides that, the Wood Elves did okay. I mean... These guys were fighting zombies. I'm surprised they didn't do better. Let's see how Dahv did over here. Lots of kills on the archers. Well, actually not an extreme amount, but we are fighting fairly small numbered Dark Elves and Wood Elves. And Wood Elves and Elves always come in low numbers. So, pretty interesting battle. Found it a lot of fun to play with Dahv Plays, BlackIron, and Profpwn. So, big thanks to all of them. Y'all can find links to their channels in the description. Thanks for watching, guys, and this is JonTaun for Total Brohammer, signing out.